In Brazil, the demand for carbon credits is rising fast, but the market is still hard to access. That's why we created EcoTrade. Our platform turns this challenge into an opportunity, connecting companies that need to offset emissions with those who can provide certified carbon credits, creating a transparent, efficient, and sustainable marketplace. Think of us as a Tinder for carbon credits. We match companies who want to go green with those who can make it happen.
Brazil's emissions have been increasing over the last few decades. As of 2015, total annual CO2 emissions reached out to 1,229.75 million tons, equating to 2.5% of the global share of CO2 emissions. The carbon market operates in two main ways. The first is the regulator market, that sets legal limits on the amount of carbon companies can emit, require them to purchase carbon credits if they exceed these limits. And the other one is the voluntary market, which is the system currently in place in Brazil. And that's where we come in.
Here, companies who want to buy carbon have the opportunity to do so. We are connecting carbon and creating change. On EcoTrade, buyers can explore multiple types of forests and locations, starting with examples for Brazil, but easily expanding to options around the world. When they see one that fits what they're looking for, they can see more detailed information about each project, including biodiversity data, CO2 reduction potential, and community impact. Also, what will make EcoTrade different is the integration with MapBiomas, allowing the user to see real-time environmental conditions about fires occurring in or near project areas. This enables more informed and lower-risk carbon credit purchases. Finally, to make finding easy, our website has even searching tools and ranking of carbon projects.
But you might be asking yourself, is there any way that we can be profitable? And the answer is yes. We're going to charge a transaction fee of around 4 to 5% per transaction depending on its value. This keeps it competitive and fair while allowing us to produce profit on the volume. We'll also have a subscription pricing that will depend on small, medium, and large businesses, all encompassing a price that will depend on the size and the amount the business wants to sell or buy.
Still, it is important for us to note that there are some risks for the development of this app, but we're confident that we have the resources to mitigate it. First of all, the risk is changes in Brazilian environmental laws, carbon market regulations, or certification requirements that could impact how credits are issued or
To
traded.
mitigate this issue, we are only accepting companies with the certification of Verra, the world's leading greenhouse gas crediting program, which sets rigorous global standards for carbon project certification.
Our platform connects with almost all UN sustainable goals, but mainly number 12 and 13. We aspire to achieve sustainable management and efficient use of all natural resources and encourage companies to adopt sustainable practices and integrate sustainability into their reporting cycle. And you, will you want to make part of this global change?